you pictured me naked before?
I haven't, but I could try. I'm totally willing to do that.
Like, let me see what that would look like on you.
Let me see. Sit up. When you work out, what do? You don't like...
Oh, no.
Oh, what?
Oh, no. So there was like, I saw you and you're like, okay. And then you went, huh. Like, it was like, I saw it happen and I go, the ladies always are complaining about like, can you put in the Paris filter before you post and stuff like that? I'm like, you look fine. And then sometimes they complain about like how the lighting makes them look. But I think we're highlighting like how gorgeous you are, so it's fine. I mean, you're one of the most beautiful women I've ever met.
Are we recording already?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on. Okay. I was gonna say, I can only see Mike on the big screens. Can I see myself?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want to sparkle water too? We could do that too, because for someone fancy like you deserve that.
Sparkle water? What does that mean?
Like a
do I want to sparkle
like
water?
a LaCroix? No.
I'm like a Pellegrino. I'm not really a LaCroix. I'm not like a canned sparkling.
But you wouldn't judge me if I brought you.
Oh yeah, that works. That looks good.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, the lighting. It's just when there's like such drastic skin tones.
Yeah.
Sometimes the lighting is off for.
Is that...
All my rooms are not lit for white people.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I appreciate that.
He does have a lot of
people of color.
People of color clients.
Okay. Melanated people.
But when I see you, I don't think that's a lie. I see a beautiful black woman. I go, she's a black woman.
Yeah, you stipulate me to black.
Yeah, well, I'm a little racist, so we all are.
Oh yeah, I heard you say that on stage. I don't believe it though.
No, but it's fun. It's humor.
Yeah,
it's humor. Yeah. Wait, where did you grow up again?
New York.
Oh, that's probably why there's some sexual tension between us.
Okay, I'm gonna get on board with everything you say because I know it's fictional.
Well, you can't just tell them that you're getting on board. It's because you believe it.
Well, I mean, because they already know your shtick. And so for somebody to play into it, so here's the thing. I'll be very honest with you.
She's smart. Okay.
For me I could pretend like that I like you.
But okay, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, or we could truly explore it.
No, we can explore it, but like, I'm not stupid. I'm obviously, I'm not saying I'm Matt Rife, but like I'm definitely handsome, and I definitely think that parts of me you would be attracted to.
You know what? I think sometimes when people immediately start talking about like people's interest in them, they immediately go to physical attraction.
Well, yeah, because we're all vain and a little shallow.
Yeah, but I think that people are vain and at some point are shallow, but it's assuming that someone thinks that a person is their do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Comparatively, I imagine that some people, as much as Matt might be traditionally attractive, like...
Oh, don't find him attractive. Of course.
Well, maybe, I don't know if they don't find him attractive, but you might be more their speed. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree that more often women, like a woman, like a strong woman would be more attracted to me. Now, like a little...
Like she's physically strong?
Yeah, well, just be like, there's a little bit more of like, she's a sapiosexual person, and I'm a
sapiosexual.
Is it sapio?
Yeah. Did you say sapio? Did you say? Is it a word that you just?
I don't know words a lot. That's like a big thing for me. People know that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one of those things where like you got a word of the day, and it was like I have to use this today, so that it's.
No,
now.
I just never really understood people who are only attracted to that, and I think it's a lie because dating apps are basically just off of looks first, and that is the first thing you are attracted to when you meet someone, and then obviously you want to get past the looks part, but you do have to have some sort of physical attraction to someone.
Sure. Yeah, I won't dispute that.
Yeah. But you are more attracted to someone's mind?
No. I mean, that's definitely a part of it. I think initially, I think what's going to happen typically for me is I'm going to see somebody, as you're saying, and I'm either going to find them physically attractive or not. But I do think sometimes it's a person that I'm not checking for like that. And it's just a vibe. Like the vibe is like.
Love a vibe.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to create a vibe.
Sometimes the vibe surprise you. Have you never had that
happen? All the time.
I got
on the show I've had it happen.
Really?
Where I'm like, well, we've never sat down and had a conversation.
I know.
It's just passing.
I know.
And like, oh, hey, cool. We're funny. You like it. Cool. And passing silly. But like, we've never had deep, real conversations, which we could get there.
Let's do it.
But at first, it's also like,
But first you want to force the attraction instead of like having a deep conversation. And then at the end of this being like, oh, I ain't even know. Like we kind of vibing.
Yeah.
Instead you want to be like, cause I mean, you like me and I like you. So, and that's wild.
It's wild, but it's also sometimes fun.
Yeah,
It can be
it
fun
is. You
sometimes.
you can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
To me, you seem like I'm actually very interested in this because I'm like, yeah, what is Michael like? First of all, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm the only one that calls you Mike. I feel like everybody says the full name.
Or they say Lenoci or
Or
Michael.
Lenoci, yeah,
You
and they
call
say
me
Michael,
Mike
but I
because
be
you
like
haven't
Mike.
earned the right to say Michael.
I don't even think that's the thing.
What do you think it is?
I think that it's like the only person I call Michael is like Jackson.
Mm.
And so I don't know. Mike is easy. It's just one syllable. It's easy. But I think you prefer Michael.
I prefer, but I also don't care.
I feel like at some point we were at
I don't care. If someone asks me, I'll be like Michael, but like I don't care.
Yeah, that's what happened.
But most people, I mean, I don't even correct people when they say Lenoche. You know what I mean? Like I think
they say Lenoche.
Like I think Tony Rock, he's always like Lenoche.
Okay.
It's like it's Lenoche, but like whatever. Like who
Okay.
cares? Like I get it. I'm responding. This is just a form of communication. I don't have an ego where it's like it's this.
Okay.
I don't correct people when they mess up my name on stage. I'm like, who cares?
Okay.
Nobody cares. But if I was like into someone emotionally, there's something more warm about Michael.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But
and I think that's why it feels very formal to me.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's why when I see you at a comedy club, I'm like Mike Lenoci. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels Michael, just like, hey Michael, I don't know, it feels formal.
Cute, yeah.
You think
it's
so?
Cute. Well, I think it's cute, and then, but also, I should probably stop calling you woman when I see you. Hey,
Do you
woman.
call me woman? You don't say nothing.
I don't say that.
Yeah, you don't say anything.
I just go, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, don't mind me. I hope I'm not bothering you.
Actually, for a long time, he was like, remember I'm Michael? We met before, and I would be like, yo, he's weird.
Oh, you didn't know? You didn't remember me.
I did, but it seemed like you thought that I didn't remember you. So you would reintroduce yourself over and over and over again, and I'm like, he's either like a weirdo or this is his shtick.
Well, no,
both.
Sometimes you think sometimes you think like if they don't like if you don't have the conversation, you're like, I don't know like what world they're in, because like sometimes you're like, I've met people and I'm like, I've met this person and they're like, oh, what was your name again? And they're like, is this guy an asshole or is he just stupid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like, it's not like when I would see you, we're like, hey, what's up? So what's going on? Let's catch up and pick up where we left off. It was oh, hi. And then let me make sure I'm respectful to a woman in the workplace.
You gotta like actively, you gotta like think about, like, be intentional about that.
Well, I just know that like comedy is a little different for women, and they're like surrounded by all these men. It could be intimidating. Not that you are intimidated by men. I mean, like, you're very confident, and when you walk in a room, everyone's like, oh my god, oh, she's here. And so, you know,
okay,
maybe a little bit.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't care. In the same way you don't care how people pronounce your name, I don't care. I mean, either way, I got to walk in the room, right?
Yeah. You're fun. I think I would be in, like, if we were on an actual date,
yeah,
like, I would be a little nervous.
Of course you would. Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, of course.
Well, because I'm like, I want your approval. I want you to like me back. If I'm on a date with you. Like, in a way, I'm like, I hope, like, which is weird because you agreed to the date. So I'm already in, and I can handle it usually with any other woman, but maybe it's your confidence and you know, because usually women are just less, but you're more.
I think it's because I could see past, or I could see past the act.
You could see who I am.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. I can't see it, but I could see past the act. And I think any woman, that's not specific to me, but any woman that can see past, like,
That I just am a small spoon.
Would you say that his walls are up?
I don't know him like that to say his walls are up, but respectfully,
Yeah,
and with love,
love that.
You strike me as like a certified crash out.
What's that mean? What's that? A certified crash out?
Yeah, like
what's that mean?
Like unstable.
Oh wow.
Like, cause here's the thing, like you
Yeah.
said, we haven't had many like conversations, like get to know you conversations, or like deep conversations. It's not like we hang out. We really see each other like in comedy
work,
clubs.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. At work, you know, I watch your set. Maybe you watch my set. Like, you know, we have pleasantries
I'm
in
in the back. I
passing.
just, she's so hot. Just kidding. See, that
Oh,
was a
yeah?
bit. That was a bit.
Okay.
Sorry. Inappropriate. We'll cut that part out.
You know, but like pleasantries. And so when I watch you on stage, you know,
Do you feel like you know me when you watch me on stage more?
Nah, I feel like you crashing out every single time.
You're seeing me do my riff-raff stuff. Oh, I did the other night. I was riff-raffing. I wasn't really
No,
sticking
every
to the
single
set.
time I see you, every single time. Not
You should see me more in my set. Sometimes I just do my set.
every single time. Even like I think I commented on one of your posts. So even though you saying like you got to see my set, it's like I think you was in like Phoenix. Like I think I think everywhere that I have ever seen
I sometimes
you,
post that. Yeah.
you put, and I was like, yo, I never know if you having fun.
Oh,
Like this looks like torture for you.
Like the improv one. That's like I'm having a lot of fun. Where I'm
Okay.
doing high kicks and stuff. Because now it's like I'm just being funny without even doing material.
Yeah,
Because
but
now I'm just being really silly. But I understand it doesn't translate as well. Does that make sense?
yeah, it does.
Like it definitely doesn't translate online. So I've always had a hard time because of the ADD brain and not having a filter and just talking and talking and talking and riffing. But like there are times when I'm just like in the pocket and I can go from joke to joke to joke to transition.
Yeah.
And I know it's better.
Okay.
But it's a little bit boring for me.
Oh, okay.
To stick to a script. It is a little boring where it's like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to start and go. But professionally, I should probably just go up and like, this is how I start and this is how I end. It's very hard for me.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And then so it's fun, but it's like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to tell this and I'm going to say the punchline and then they're going to laugh. And then I'm going to go to the next joke. And then it's like, well, then I might as well have a 9-to-5 desk job. But if I can go up there and I'm connecting with a little bit and they give me an inch and I can start riffing and say stuff and talk to the crowd and do this, then it's like, oh, I'm just being silly and it's fun. Is it productive? Well, what is this then? What are we doing?
This you know what I mean? I don't date comics.
Yeah.
Because you just be sitting across from a comic having a conversation about comedy. And it's like, you know?
Yeah.
What
do you mean? You could just be sitting across from having a conversation about comedy and what?
And then we'll start to get into the ins and outs of like comedy and like why you do your set the way you do your set and like
I rarely like talking about inside baseball. Like
yeah, exactly. But I think that's what happens with comedians. So I mean, I'm just saying that's my reason for not
dating comedians.
Dating a comedian, yeah, because also too, like I feel like I don't know. I've had, the one time I attempted to date a comedian. Every time we talked, I was like, "Are you doing a bit?"
Well, that must have been when you guys were younger, no?
I mean, sure, it was a couple of years ago.
That's not younger. Like early stages of comedy. I mean, like, you mean this is someone who's been doing comedy over 10 years and you felt that way with them?
Maybe not 10 years. I probably hadn't been doing it 10 years
yet. Well, how long have you been doing comedy?
14.
Yeah, maybe I'm 15, yeah.
Yeah, so this is like midway, so let's say maybe like 7 years in.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, you're doing a bit.
But that could be like the wall thing with comedians of like, I want to protect myself with humor.
Yeah.
And I even do that with like dates, and I've put my foot in my mouth with talking to girls and been like silly, and sometimes this is why I send voice text now.
Okay.
Or I'll even send videos
so
that they can understand what the context of how I'm saying it is versus a text.
Yeah,
and not registering that they're reading it a different way.
Okay.
So I can't assume that they all know I'm a comedian, even though it says I'm a comedian. They might not know that, and I can mess up a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what you want me to know about you? If I'm supposed to like you, what pitch me?
Wow, I've never had someone take control of the podcast like this.
I know, because
can I get a club soda? I'm getting a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, what should I know about you?
You I have a good heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. Are you family oriented?
Yeah. Not on the couch.
What?
Not on the couch.
We had a really what was it? What was it you were calling me? I've crashed out on the podcast a few times where it's just there's club soda everywhere and I'm cleaning it.
Okay.
Wait, so
I am family oriented. I come from a big family. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, I have 12 siblings. Same mother, same father. It's amazing.
Do they know you?
Oh, my siblings?
Your parents?
My parents? Yeah, of course.
They're like, how? It's a lot of people to get to know. I don't even think I know 12 people.
Yeah, but we're like like there's like a big gap between the youngest and the oldest, like there's like a 22-year gap, but in between that, we're all kind of like 1 year apart, 2 years apart.
How many mistakes?
None. Intentional. My mom wanted 20, but she made it to 13, but she wanted 20.
And she's still around.
Yeah.
Well, you
she
never
had
know.
60s. Yeah, she's easy.
Damn. Wait, so then holidays are fun.
Sure.
There's fights.
It's not that it's fights, but I mean, we really about to get into me. I'm Muslim. So holidays.
I thought that was now that you mention it, I knew that, but I thought that was a choice that you did that on your own from
later,
like learning. You studied religion and you go, I'm going to pick this one.
No.
You were raised Muslim.
Born and raised Muslim, yeah.
But your parents are both American.
Yeah.
who introduced you to it? Who became Muslim? Because
Both of them.
They
Separately,
became Muslim.
They became Muslim separately. My father, before they ever met each other, they became Muslim on their own. Their families are Christian.
Gotcha.
So my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, Christian. But my parents, they decided to revert, right?
And separately
before they ever met.
world.
And then they met just out in the world in New York City. My mom was in college. My dad was
and
at
they
work.
both were separately Muslim.
And
then we're like, oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you're religious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I practice. I obviously don't cover up, but I practice.
You covered up enough.
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to cover up? Oh, it's part of the religion. I obviously don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, but why would you want to cover up is a good question. Sometimes,
it's culture.
Yeah, but even beyond that, it can be a little bit uncomfortable to be out in the world, like close to naked, because people stare, especially if you're deemed to be like an attractive like body type or archetype. You know what I'm saying? Like people, it can be a bit. Have you never had that? You have never had somebody like undress you with their eyes or like kind of really like really get into your body?
Well, I don't think it's like a necessarily a quality that women do, and I'm sure they do, but they're not obvious with it. How men are with women, right? It's a more of an alpha thing to be like, whereas like I don't like maybe a tomboyish woman would be like, I want to rip your clothes up, but they might do it in their head, right? You do.
I mean, tomboyish. I got on baggy jeans, and I'm not saying like, oh, I want to rip your clothes off. I'm just.
But so you pictured me naked before?
I haven't, but I could try. I'm totally willing to do that.
Like, let me see what that would look like on you.
Let me see. Sit up. When you work out, what do? You don't like?
No. Oh no.
Oh what?
Oh no. So there was like I saw you and you're like, okay, and then you went, like it was like I saw it happen and I go, okay. Well, when I work out, it's I'm rearranging weights. Okay. Just kind of making sure it's organized in there. And I'm like, oh, that was a good workout. I didn't have because I like to go to a gym that's really unorganized and people leave the weights around. Okay. Because then I get a better workout.
Like Planet Fitness or like
if everything's organized, I'm not working out because the job's done. Okay. And then I go on walks. Okay. So yeah, I'm older now. 41. Yeah. It's just I don't want to overhurt myself. I might lift once or twice a week. Okay. And then it's really focusing on the diet now. Okay. But I do love some sweets.
Me too.
That's why you're here.
Look at us. We have something in common. I love sweets.
Like chocolate chip cookies?
I do. I like a chocolate chip cookie, especially if it has a little bit of like sea salt on it. Oh yeah.
What's it? Levine's? You ever been there? Levine's?
Okay, so I don't love Levine because it's like those cookies are big and raw. Yes, I like a thin,
like
freshly baked.
I was just talking
Diddy Reese.
Diddy Reese is pretty. That's in Brentwood or Westwood. Have you ever been there?
Not to that specific
UCLA?
one. No.
Oh, there's more than one.
But my I don't know, but my esthetician is over there, so I'll check it out next time I'm
only.
Over there.
Okay. Chick-fil-A cookies are pretty good.
No.
No? Have you had them, or are you just saying no?
I haven't had them, but
then what are you doing?
It's something about I like to buy the cookie from the place that the baker is at, and they making the cookies right there that day. And when they sell out the cookies that day, they ain't got no more cookies. Have you ever been to Chick-fil-A and they been like, we ran out of cookies? I like bakeries where they run out of stuff and then that's it for the day.
I hear you and I understand that, but I'm going to bring you some Chick-fil-A cookies one day. Okay. Like when I see that, like we're going to be in the same room at a show and like, just try these, watch this.
I'm excited.
You're going to be like, watch it. Yeah, I mean, I think you're a very beautiful woman. I don't even think I'm good enough for you.
Really?
I look at it like that. I'm like, this is like, what do you mean? Yeah, well, you're not supposed to agree.
Were you surprised when I walked in? Like, how did he get this person as a guest?
No, he constantly surprises me.
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
That
wouldn't affect you. No, I don't know. Women are sensitive, but so are men.
Yeah. No, I'm not affected.
I'm crashing out.
No, definitely. But I'm not gonna crash out because
no.
Yeah.
But you like white guys, or you don't see color.
Oh no, I see color.
Yeah,
for sure. I like white guys. What does that mean? Like, will I date a white guy? Yeah, I'll date. I have dated white guys before, but I I like just people. I like good people.
Would you date a Japanese man?
Sure. Yeah, I haven't ever in life yet, but I will. Nice. My two of my siblings are married to Japanese. My nieces and nephews are Japanese.
Nice. I always like to throw in the Japanese and just see how it I like to see the reaction because it's random.
Oh, okay. I've been to Tokyo, and it was one of my favorite cities that I've ever been to.
Oh, they must have thought you were a supermodel. Just
Possibly.
walking around there.
Possibly.
Don't they love Americans?
They love American culture, and they definitely loved like hip hop culture. The time that I went, they definitely were like.
They're like, are you
trying to wear afros and?
Are you an R&B singer?
Nah, they ain't say anything like that. Yeah, they such a polite culture.
Oh, really?
But I went to a club. Their clubs that I'm from New York, so you stay out really late. But Tokyo was the only place that I stayed out later. The latest I've ever been in life. There wasn't like New Year's Eve or something.
It's like a club till 6 a.m.
It's till like 6 a.m. because they stay out till they stay out until the train starts running again. Yeah, it's like it's crazy.
So what were you doing out? You were just vibing.
Yeah, I was out with like my older brother and my older sister. My older brother was there he lived there at the time. Yeah, so we went out, him, his wife, my older sister, and me. Yeah.
Well, so
and some other friends.
You don't drink because of you're Muslim, or okay?
Yeah.
So no bacon.
No bacon, but also too, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like
she's halal.
Yes and no.
Well, we have a lot of Muslim friends that drink.
They do drink, exactly. But the only reason why I'm saying I'm not is not quite halal. Like, yes, I am, but I don't eat meat, and so I feel like halal really is like specifically in terms of meat. But that may be wrong. So it's much easier. A lot of Muslims, they won't go to places that are not halal because the meat that they're getting at those places are not halal. But because I don't eat meat,
what does that mean?
The way you slaughter the animal.
Well, how would you ever know, really?
And what's being made there. So like they're not gonna go to a halal place. If a place serves pork, then that's not a halal place. And it also is the way you slaughter the animal.
Well, how would they know how the animal was slaughtered?
It's posted on the.
It's not the same, but it's
kind of like
congruent to kosher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But you'll see it. They'll say a restaurant.
They have to. That's a law.
Yeah, they'll say it. I don't think it's a law, but I think they want to attract the customers that they want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a plus. Like, why wouldn't you share that? In the same way, if I was starting to bake cookies in West Hollywood, I'm gonna put a flag up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a rainbow flag up. It's like, yeah, come in, y'all welcome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to.
Wait, so is it's difficult to find places to take you to dinner?
Well, not me specifically because I don't eat meat, so that's not really a big concern. But where would you take me? I'm so interested.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting date because it's like, all right, we're not going to go out for drinks and then just keep going and see how the night goes. So specifically, I know the Veggie Grill has got it. That's a vegetarian place. That's a joke, right?
Oh, I hope so. Okay.
Yeah, you just kind of just did it. Okay. But that's only like off the top of my head. That's a vegetarian place, right? Where would I take you?
Yeah.
Can you do sushi?
Sure, I can do sushi. I'll do like some rolls or something like that.
You can eat fish.
Yeah, I will eat fish. Some fish, but not raw fish.
So then I think sushi would be the call.
But not raw fish.
Oh.
But I'd still go to a sushi restaurant because they have other things besides raw fish.
They have salmon?
They have other fish. They have cooked things.
Okay, so then if fish, I could find an Italian restaurant
I love
that has fish. Wait, have you ever been to Dantana's?
No.
But you know about it?
No.
You don't know where, you've heard the restaurant?
No. Are we going to Dantana's?
We're going to Dantana's. It's at the end of on Santa Monica, right before Beverly Hills.
Okay.
It's one of the most infamous Italian restaurants, and it's very like culturally Italian. Like the host is just like an old guy. A lot of old men working there, and they're like, "You have a reservation?" You're like, "No," but if you give them 100, you'll get a table.
Okay.
It's like really cool like that. Yeah,
like good.
And you sit down, very good food.
Okay.
It's always packed. Always like sometimes you might just walk into Adam Sandler's at the bar.
Okay.
It's like fun.
Real old Hollywood.
Real old Hollywood, and there's always someone in there, and it's kind of fun like that. You're like, "Ooh, who's in here?"
Are we going?
We could go.
Okay.
But then, like, so you're saying I have a chance?
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm like playing along with this, you are. And you like, oh, I'm so used to being rejected. I don't even know what to do with this.
Well, no. Sometimes there's rejection, but sometimes it's like,
sometimes
are you just playing in the bit? Are you acting right now? Are you playing with my emotions?
What does it matter?
I guess it doesn't matter as long as I believe it's real.
Do what you want with it.
That's consent.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to yes and me, and every single time you knowing it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm all about finding my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that look like to you? What are those qualities?
Good question.
Yeah.
I mean, it like you said, it's a vibe.
Yeah, but put the vibe into words.
Well, that's hard for me.
Is it? Try.
Yeah.
Try
harder. Someone that just I can be myself around and I'm comfortable with it because I don't feel judged for maybe, I'm not your typical man, and maybe I just a child stuck in a man's body. This
Okay.
isn't gonna work if I say that. You got to be like again, it's a vibe. It's just like someone that it's easy. There's no like
It doesn't feel like you have to put on for her. You
we're
can
just
just
like yeah, it's just like the dating process is easy. Like we're just like you want to do this? Yeah, sure, cool. But like also talking is easy. Conversations are
okay.
easy. You ever like meet someone and you're like attracted to them and you're excited to want to be attracted to them and because they check off all these boxes that you have in your head of who you would want to date and then you're just like but it's not flowing the way it should. And I don't know if there's a specific way of articulating that other than it's something untangible, right? You're just
Yeah.
like you're with the person and you can't explain it. And every time I've been in a relationship, that it's that. And that's why I don't ever look for a relationship. Sometimes people are like, "Well, I'm looking to date." It's like I've never like looked for it. And I feel like if you look for it, it doesn't happen. But if you're just living and you're exploring, you're having fun, then someone goes right in your face and you're like, "Wait, what is this? What's happening right now?" This is like I don't know how this happened, but like I feel good talking to you and I want to continue talking to you.
Yeah. So is an indicator of that the ease that you're seeking that proves to you compatibility? Does that mean that you're getting your way? Like, because a lot of people say they love like communicative people, but it's usually that way. Things go really well when you like somebody and when you guys are texting and talking and it feels right.
Yeah.
But then sometimes the record scratches when there's when one person is not getting their way, right? It feels good.
Later on,
Okay.
but I feel like in the beginning
Okay.
there has to be that ease of like, oh, like we're talking and it's just easy to have conversation. It's not like I mean, there's many times I'll be on a date or hanging out with someone and I'm like, yeah, so like what else like you're searching for another subject to talk about
Yeah,
or see
yeah.
it's like you're flowing and it's easy and then you don't even know how the conversation started and you're in a whole different place.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Everything that you're saying makes sense. So let me ask you a question. Let's say we were dating, right?
Mhm.
Let's say we started texting. We were
Yeah.
texting like all day,
Yeah.
right? And did they not deep text, but just stupid,
Yeah,
just
just keeping
fun,
the
yeah,
attention there.
yeah, yeah. And then you text me the next day, and I didn't text you back as easily as I did the first day. What would that? Well, how would you interpret that?
She's busy.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And how long would it
Wait, have
take?
we slept with each other yet?
No.
Okay, then yeah, she's busy.
Okay, and how long would it take you to move past you? How long do I not have to text for it to be incongruent with who you with
Well,
the vibe?
I'll never let it go more than a day where I would be like, "Excuse me." Like I
Mhm,
would be silly or text you. Now, if there was ignoring
mhm.
2 days.
Okay.
If there's like if I didn't hear from you for the rest of that day, the next day I say something, I get no response,
Mhm.
I might not even hit up again. I'm like, "Well, that's rude."
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
like
yeah.
so then I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I got your signal.
Okay.
Your signal was like you found someone else or you don't know how to communicate.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which is
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
It's like which I'm always about like, hey, just like if it was a really strong connection
Yeah.
and we had a lot of fun and then it faded out that night, which would be normal, that can happen. And then the next day I said something, you didn't respond. The third day I might send a text like, hey, I don't know if maybe I said something or something happened that maybe gave you the ick or whatever. If so, that's totally fine. Just
You would
wanted
say that?
I'd like to communicate like totally it's not gonna hurt my feelings, but if you wanted to move on, just double checking just for peace of mind. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
sorry. I'm so sorry to laugh at
yeah, no,
you.
but it's fine just for like peace of mind of like
Yeah.
like that's weird. We like had such a wonderful evening.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'd
yeah.
just be like that would be a weird thing. Whereas if it was just like, oh, I had a drink, was busy, we left, and then it faded out, it's like then it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But it would be weird if we had a really good connection and I believed it and we talked about it while we were together,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See, I think you're like I think as you get to know me, you're starting to understand me a little bit better
Yeah, I'm
and
understanding a lot.
and you like me more.
I'm so interested in this date. So after we go to what's the name of the restaurant? They got the
I have to have
marquee.
this already. Like I don't have
No, no,
any
no.
time
We
to
just
think.
talking about
This
it.
isn't stand
We
up.
talking about it right now.
Okay, so I have a sushi restaurant I know on the west side near. I live in Santa Monica,
Okay.
She
and
doesn't want to go to sushi.
Where
She
will we
wants to go to
go?
we're
Dantana's.
going to
Yeah. Okay,
Dantana's. So we
Dantana's.
go
And
to
then after
Dantana's.
that, what we doing? It's a
After
vibe. It's a vibe. We have a good
well,
time.
we're gonna go get our favorite chocolate chip
Yeah.
cookie. I'm gonna
Oh,
surprise you
from
with like a
Chick-fil-A?
No, that's
Okay.
just like a thing I do as a friend.
Okay, that's a quick thing.
But
Okay.
like now I gotta like maybe I already have the chocolate chip cookies,
Oh, you brought it to the
and
date.
maybe I got a
Oh no, you have
surprise
it
for
at your
us.
house.
No, maybe it's in the car with a blanket, and we're going somewhere.
Oh.
Maybe I'm gonna be like, hey, I got you a surprise, and I have chocolate chip cookies for you,
Okay.
and we have them in a romantic place, maybe something cute, like
Like
if.
where? Like give me like come on, give me details.
Well, the thing is, we're
Specifics.
at Dantanasaur in West Hollywood, but I'm more of a West Side guy. But I would probably maybe drive up to a spot in the hills,
Okay.
and if I could find it, yeah, I have a spot, and we could open up the roof on the Bronco
Okay.
and look at the stars and suns, and then share cookies.
Okay.
And then I would
Are
have.
there any liquids? Are there any
Yeah,
beverages?
we
Okay.
have to, because we have to kind of wash out our mouths because we're gonna kiss.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I'd be like, "Whoa, this is getting too hot and heavy," and I'd be like, "Maybe we should slow down." I don't want to, but to be respectful, but then also open to, if you want to keep going, we can keep going. But like,
Okay.
I would respect your boundaries, and we would maybe talk about the boundaries in that moment. But
Okay.
also, I'm like, yeah, but come on, this isn't going to be the last time we hang out. We don't have to wait. You could trust me, and then kind of talk you into it, and then charm you, and then maybe we do something, and then afterwards, I'm like, it's getting late. I'm a little tired. But we should pick up and do this again. And then we go home and I play Madden
Okay.
and text you, oh, I wish you slept over, but I know it was our first night together.
Okay.
So, and then I'm like, well, I'd like to do it again. And then you would maybe respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. So far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds.
You would like that.
I think that sounds like a good date. I mean,
Okay.
it was a lot of talking in the car.
Well, I was,
It
I
was.
was on,
It,
I was, what,
I think I did fall asleep with my eyes open for like 7 seconds.
I was
But
crashing out. That's what.
but okay, that makes sense to me. Like, so guys are that polite thing, like, oh, we don't have to.
I think
if you
I
don't
think we're
want
in that
to.
world where you have to. You have to
But
communicate.
but is it the equivalent of like when a girl, like, she reaches in her bag for the credit card, or her wallet for the credit card, but like she's being polite.
Yeah.
But
I think so. Yeah. I think
she
with a guy,
fully
you're like,
intends for
hey,
you
like,
okay.
we're like, I mean, once you're kissing, you're getting hot and heavy.
Okay.
So it's always up to the woman. Like, do you want this to keep going?
Yeah. So what if on the first date, what if she's like, I don't kiss on the first date. I'm really enjoying this. I love the cookies. I love the vibe. I love the sunroof and the Bronco.
I would think that's how I would respect that, but I think that's weird. I think that's a little strange,
so
because it's like, I think that's like the ultimate thing of like, let's find out if we have some sort of connection. And I think it's very, it's not that deep. It's a kiss.
Yeah.
I understand
But
if you're younger.
to you, it's a kiss, right? But
To me, it's a I want to why not?
Yeah.
And
But for her, I guess she would tell you the reason, because I think that's the thing. I think that maybe a miscommunication that just happened between us right now is like you decided that that's not okay for you, instead of inquiring like, oh, okay,
did
well,
I
why?
say it's not okay?
Yeah.
I just said that I think
You
it
said
would
I
be
would think it would be
strange.
weird, and
Yeah.
and then you said, but instead, the first thing you should have done was like, oh, well, why?
You're right.
That would probably be like
You're
an
right.
open-minded way to have the conversation with someone, especially if up until that point it was a very good date.
So you wouldn't kiss on the first date?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if I chose not to kiss on the first date, and there have been many first dates that I have not kissed on,
Yeah.
second and third and fourth dates that I
Wow.
have not kissed
4
on.
dates with no kissing?
Yeah.
So you're not curious, or is that's just one of your boundaries? Why? See, I've learned.
Quick study. I love it. I think it just depends. Like, I think it just depends on the vibe. Like, I am definitely like a woman that appreciates the guy making the first move. So like,
Of course.
it's, like I would prefer that, because to me that just is an indicator of other things.
Mhm.
Like he's gonna lead, he's gonna take charge, he's gonna go after what he wants.
Yeah.
Also, if I'm feeling like I want to be kissed and then he kisses me, then maybe he's understanding the energy. Maybe he's picking up what I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Maybe
sure.
he's understanding the energy, and that feels like we're in sync,
Yeah.
right? But so kind of, if I'm really feeling a guy and it's like the third and fourth date, it's like it's really on him.
Yeah.
But I do think that there is the expectation on a first date to kiss, and
Culturally and societal norms.
I personally think kissing is very intimate. Like,
I need
especially
it in sex.
especially especially if it's like French kissing. I don't know. What do they call that? Do they still call it French kissing?
Making out, yeah.
Making out, yeah. Like, I feel like making out is more than kissing. I feel like making out is like feeling, touching, grabbing, pushing.
I don't say
moving.
French kiss, but yeah, I mean.
But it's like, it's like tongue. And so it's
Yeah.
like really like in depth. I think that's, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like.
Are you a passionate lover?
I think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am. You'd have to ask.
Ooh, I'm just kidding. Dude, isn't this one of the more interesting episodes?
She's incredibly charming.
Yeah, but also like in control.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm on your podcast almost.
But what's interesting is I can feel you resisting that. That's why you're talking so much. And I'm totally fine with listening to you and waiting for you to finish and then going in for the kill. I recognize. I asked you much earlier. Tell me about you. Give me like what should I know and what should I like? You completely avoided that question.
It's fun to be psychoanalyzed on here because I think it's a vulnerable thing, and I think it's honestly great. This guy thinks I have walls up. I'm open to talk about anything. Yeah, like, it's just more how like when I've had the podcast, I have a rhythm of how it goes, and I try to keep that going. And it's like when you're green in comedy, you're like, oh, this is what I do for the funny.
Yeah.
It's relatively a green podcast where I'm like, oh, this is what's working and these clips work. But now it's interesting to be like, oh, this is going like, this is real. This is like a real moment, and we're being real about it, and it's less silly. Yeah. It's silly.
You want me to be silly?
No.
Okay.
I want it to be. I want it to be what it is.
I can do
silly. You just undressed me with your eyes.
I tried to, but the couch is blocking.
Well,
the important
you could
part.
just use your imagination and
exactly.
make it better than it is.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like
See, now it's silly.
Yeah.
I like it for the sake of
for a clip.
Whatever, but I think that it's also interesting. Look, I'm open.
Yeah.
So tell me about. So I have to tell you about myself. Like,
if you want to,
I do want to, but like, can you direct me with like questions?
Course.
I think it's easier if somebody guides me to that rather than I'm gonna go with like the generic. Well, I grew up in Florida, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, so
I have a question.
Okay, go.
Okay, so stop. What do you think your biggest what do you think your biggest mistake was in your past relationship?
Man, that's a complicated question. Allowing outside noise or relationships of friendships get in between my personal relationship.
Like what? Like you had some close, like maybe girlfriends that are like platonic, but you're
No, more specifically, like maybe setting up boundaries and having a better communication of like, hey, this is us, we're in this together, this is our life. Other people's problems, other people's noise, it's not our problem.
Okay.
And don't let that and having more of a wall up to, sometimes like we involve ourselves in other people's dramas or like, and it's like that can seep into your own personal life and affect your guys' relationship.
So if you and I were in a relationship together, right? And a friend of mine got treated poorly by a guy. And then I come to you and say, would you have kicked her out the car? He kicked her out the car and she was 3 miles from her house. Would you have kicked her out the car? And then depending on how you responded to that, now we're in an argument and that sort of, that's
a very micro part of it.
Okay.
But that's a good example. But imagine that times 100.
Like, give me an example.
Just like I'll give you a fake example.
Yeah, please.
But like, let's say I work with someone.
Okay.
And you know them, and you have a relationship with that person that I work with, and you have a relationship with their significant other, and then there's a public
what capacity?
We work together, right? And then there's a
public
event where they have an affair and they get caught, and it's just like kind of like where it's like we can't let this drama of that world affect us.
What's the wildest thing you wish you've done? Like what's one thing with a woman that you would like that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
So recently I've traveled a lot.
Okay.
The world. Okay. And there's been times when I was traveling and I was like, oh, this would be fun to share with someone I was in love with.
Oh, I love that.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, there was moments like when I was in Paris by myself.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like,
Paris is a romantic
I know,
city.
and I know it's cheesy to say this, but like I got swooped in.
Yeah,
and
no,
I was
it's a romantic
sitting there,
city.
and I was like, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like if I was just with someone, I bet I would like turn to her and be like, how awesome is this? This is like as cheesy as it is to be in Paris. I'm like, I totally understand why you would propose to a woman here. It's powerful. It's an energy. Like I always tell people this, like maybe I don't believe in like necessarily religion, and I don't know what happens after we pass away, and I haven't studied enough. But the one thing I know that's real that you can't see is energy. And we know that through stand-up. You can walk in a room and people be like, it's the comic is funny or he's funny. It's like, there's energies in rooms, and you can be like, there's an energy in here. And it is what it is. Take what you want from that. When you're there near the Eiffel Tower and it's the sunset of the first lights of the sunset, it sparkles up. There is a contagious energy.
Why are you looking at him? Why?
Because he probably because I'm holding court.
Okay,
to both of you.
okay.
There's this contagious energy that is like very powerful there that I felt more than I've ever been to any other place.
Okay.
Like I went to the Vatican City. Like that was like it was fine. There's energies in sporting events that are really cool, but like this energy was very strong, and I was like, this is crazy.
Okay.
And it was very powerful, and it was like, oh, there's more to life than being your selfish Michael who's like, I don't need anyone and I can live this life on my own and I'm happy and I enjoy doing everything on my own terms. That it would be fun to share this travel moment with someone.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It makes so much sense. When I was a little bit younger, I used to, when I would talk to my mom, everything that I say at the end of it, I would say, you get what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And after a little while, my mother was like, you've just said everything that you've meant to say. I get what you're saying. Why do you keep saying that? And I think that you actually communicate reasonably.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you like, does that make sense?
Well, because I don't think some people are as intelligent as I am. And people think I'm dumb because I play that.
Okay.
So I have to just make sure I go, do you understand what I'm saying? That this is bigger than us.
Gotcha. So
there's something bigger.
Okay.
Like if I said it to him, I'd have to be, you understand it? He would be like, it's Paris. You know what I mean? You're just falling for it. Right? You know what I'm saying, right?
I was, funny enough, in Paris at the same time as him with my wife.
Ah, how was it for you?
It was great.
Did you feel what I talked about?
I did feel it. I think we had two different experiences. I was there with my wife.
Yeah.
So, and they're for you is an energy. For me, it was a charm.
I think it's also that feeling of like just romanticizing things, which I think is wonderful. And I think that not a lot of men talk about that. I think that's really sweet to like for a single guy to be in Paris and while he's there, be like, you got me. Yeah. I wish I had a special lady to be here with me. I think that's cute. And I think that you can lead with like vulnerable expressions like that. I wouldn't lead with like, I wouldn't on the first date tell a girl like, hey, you want to come to Paris with me? That's wild.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. I mean, I hit up girls. I go, you want to meet me in Paris?
That's great. You want to know what's interesting about
just
that?
because I was like being, it was lighthearted. And
lighthearted and funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that sucks about that is if you were Chris Brown, they would be like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you were Justin Bieber, they would be like, absolutely, I would. And
then they would think that we're going to be serious.
Sure.
But he was Michael Lenoci.
But you're Michael Lenoci. Exactly.
Which is better. And maybe, at least I'm not going to hit her. Because Chris Brown joke.
Gotcha. Well, you choose if you want to edit that out.
I find there's a bunch of Crips outside my house. Or is it blood? Whatever.
Is there anything you want to know about me?
No.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
This is a date, so.
Well, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm actually going to have to make a decision. I was actually thinking about this. I froze my eggs like some years ago. At this point, like maybe 6 years ago, I froze my eggs. What?
This is like a common thing on the pod where I ask the girl, I go, did you freeze your eggs?
Oh, really? Yeah, I froze my eggs like 6 years ago. And I feel like, and totally like with no, like, I do with no intentions on using them really, but I had somebody else in my life who went through something traumatic and was like, my biggest regret is that I didn't do this. So please do it, Zainab. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And she was like, no, do it. Please do it. And so I did it. And I don't really have that still desire. Like, I love giving a kid back. Like I love a kid, but then I love when I'm like, bye.
This is funny.
This
is a funny
like,
bit.
bye.
This is a funny bit.
Like I'll miss you here. Okay.
Have you ever talked about that on stage?
No.
That's funny. I mean, I've never heard that angle of like, I really love kids, but I love giving them back.
Yeah. Oh my, I just love it. At the end of the day, it's like, oh, your mom said her ETA is 7:30, and then they go wild because they've had a great day, but then they about to see the love of their life at that point too, I really like that. But I think, I'm starting to wonder like, oh, 5 years from now, is that going to be the time? Because I think also too, something that stops us is like career, right? And I feel like I'm doing pretty, you know what I'm saying?
You want to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, but I also feel like I'm doing well, well enough that I feel like a baby would be cool.
If you had the right partner.
Yeah, if I had the right partner. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I feel like I would be okay if I didn't have kids now. I used to value it more, but there is this understanding. I feel like as I got older, like the no responsibility thing is very valuable.
Yeah, it is.
Like keeping my peace I value my peace more than anything.
Yeah.
And that's what I really enjoy. Like I don't have a pet. I don't have like I don't have to come back to LA. I have my laptop.
Yeah. Yo, when I see my younger brother hit me up the other day and he was like, hey, I'm trying to buy this dog. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, a dog and it was a very expensive dog. And he thought that was like the hesitation for me. And I was like, a dog is a really big responsibility. Like you have to check and see if your apartment complex allows pets, then what it costs for you to have the pet there every time you travel. Last year I did, for a month, I toured like Europe and he just came with me. He was able to, a lot of my siblings are married with children. They have great lives, but it's like you were the one that was able to just get up and go. Like that changes even just with a pet.
Well,
so
even just be living, even if you're home, you're like every 5 hours I gotta get home.
Yeah.
That is like, you don't even think about that. You're like, well, that's not a big deal. Every 5 hours to be home. I go, it's the anxiety you get.
Yeah.
When you're out and you're like, oh, we're having fun. I was like, oh, you know what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have the, oh yeah, we could stay long. Like you're consciously thinking about, it's like when you drive 6 hours, you're exhausted. You're not doing anything. You're sitting there. You're thinking the whole time. It does exhaust you. Yeah. So unless I have a backyard or a wife that can watch him for me.
Oh, would your wife not be working?
I would like that.
Yeah. What would you?
That would be cool if I was able to be that successful.
You do date comedians? Because you said outside that you you don't date.
I don't want to date a comedian.
But you did.
I've casually dated comedians. Yes.
Comedians, and you
in
don't
the past when I was younger.
And you don't want to date them now because they're like you've had bad experiences or what?
No, I just don't think it's like, I think I need to be the crazy one and I need some like I don't know. You know what I mean? With your personality traits, that would be something I could explore very honestly.
Okay.
No jokes aside, like there's a lot of like, I think female comedians are crazy. And I'm not saying male comics aren't crazy, but like it's a very different perspective as a female in this business. And just hearing them, I'm friends with so many of them and I hear them talk and I hear their struggles with dating and stuff like this, but like a little bit of humility and groundedness is attractive. And I feel like a lot of comedians in general don't have that, right?
So I was actually thinking about this the other day because typically when I am trying to set up a friend with a comedian or something like that, I'm like, do you date comedians? Or people ask me that all the time, like, would you date a comedian? And like that right there lets you know that it's bad because nobody is like, would you date a doctor? Would you date a engineer? Like nobody is saying that about successful traditional profession. You know what I'm saying? Like,
would you? Because just, it's not going to be easy.
Would you date a marine biologist? Would you? But comedians,
yes, sign me up.
People always ask, like, do you date comedians? That's a telltale sign. It's the same as the equivalent of like, she's great, but do you date strippers? Do you?
Yeah,
I mean,
tough.
Do you?
No.
Yes, morally. You do.
I mean, it's also just, it comes down to like, it's hard. I mean, I travel like, even if I'm talking to a couple girls and I'm trying to create something, if I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks because I'm not going to come back to here because I don't need to. So I'm going to stay on the East Coast in between weekends of doing shows.
But you wouldn't like somebody enough that instead of staying on the East Coast, you're like, you know what? I'm going to go back to LA and explore this new thing with this woman who I feel like I'm vibing with. And dating has to be intentional and takes work if you want to be successful in the same way that you work at your career. You work at being healthy. You said that you're intentional about the things that you eat now. So why wouldn't you have that same intentionality in dating? Why would you be like, especially if you're telling a woman that you possibly could like, why would I come back to LA for? I'm going to say like, that immediately sounds like you're not trying to have success in this area.
Wow. I've never really thought about it like that. Checkmate.
I don't really know what my purpose was here.
But I'm saying casually, if I'm starting to get to talk to someone, it's hard to me to have a text connection with them if I haven't had a formal connection with them. If we haven't even gone on dates yet. Now, if we had gone on dates and I felt that, I could come back to LA. But I'm talking about like the beginning stages. But you're right.
I mean, I understand that, but I just feel like it all takes, especially right. You just mentioned your date as if. I mean, you just mentioned your age as if age is an overt sign of maturity, right? The reality is sometimes we do the same shit when we old that we was doing when we were young because we've never learned anything new.
We're just better at it.
Sure. I mean, maybe that's what you think in your mind, you know? But it's like if you are going to be intentional from the beginning, if you're like, you know what, I really do want this. I really do want to be with my girl in Paris. Then from the very beginning, you got to be intentional. Now, I'm not telling you to ignore the signs. Like, oh, I was intentional. I came back and arranged a date with her because I'm interested in getting to know her. And if she can't appreciate what you did, then obviously that signals to you like, all right, she ain't really for me. And then you move on and you're intentional with the next decision that you make. You know? But it's like for you to be like, I mean, we not really. I'm not going to be intentional until we're there already. Well, how will you ever get there if you were never intentional about getting there?
The podcast episode I thought I never needed.
I mean, I don't know. I really, you know what?
No, you have a brilliant mind and you're right though. You're correct. But you're just like you're saying it and you're calling me out on my bullshit.
And I'm not meaning to.
No, not in a bad way.
You know?
But you're right. You're like, okay, maybe I'm just protecting myself from not wanting to do that yet.
Yeah, like, I mean, people do it. We have to be intentional. I know that when I like a person, because I get the comedian aspect of it and I get the requirement of our job to be gone a lot, right? And so I understand like just it's hard to travel.
Yeah.
I don't know how you fly. Do you fly first class or what you waiting for an upgrade? Like, what are you doing?
I'll wait for the upgrade.
You wait for the upgrade? Yeah. Okay. So it's not always the most comfortable and convenient travel, right?
No.
So it's a lot to go coast to coast.
I'll open for you and fly first class. You take me under your wing. You know?
You know, and so it's like, but so I understand like being in New York, like, oh, I have shows in New York for a week. I'm going to stay in New York. And then I have a show in Philly. So instead of flying back, I'm going to just stay.
You'll do that because you have family there.
That. But if I like a guy here and he's
you're
like,
excited I'm coming back.
He's like, oh man, this is the only time. Wait, when are you going to? It's like, as much as it's new, it's like, well, I'm going to fly back.
Coach? Would you fly back coach?
I mean, that's not it. Let's not get into my particulars.
What if there was no first class available?
Then it's fine. It's like, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
What if there's nothing but Spirit?
I've never.
It's not working out.
Then I'm going to FaceTime him and be like, is there, that's a different part of, that's a different level of the relationship. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
We got to wrap up.
Do I have one story time or one story? Okay. I do a segment called "Am I Overreacting?"
Okay.
So we're gonna read a story of a girl. This is a guy, and we usually have two, but I'm gonna do one. And this is a story I found on there. Am I overreacting? And a guy wrote in about a trip that his wife was invited to through his cousin. And originally he was like, "I want to come." They were going to Nashville, and they were like, "Yeah, you can come too." But she was originally gonna be like maybe a girl trip, but there was gonna be a couple other guys there. And he goes, "That's weird." But then eventually it was agreed upon he could get there. So when they fly to go to Nashville together, they get there and he is with another group of people and they go to get food. And his wife stays back with two other guys that are single that are there. When he comes back with the food with the other people that he was with getting the food, they decided to go out downtown in Nashville before they got back, which he thought was weird and annoying and disrespectful. Then he hits her up to be like, hey, where are you? It took a while to meet up with them and find them as a group. When he found her, she was being a little cold and weird. And he brought up a couple times throughout the trip, like, hey, what's going on? I feel like you're a little disrespectful. It hurt my feelings. Blah, blah, blah. This was happening throughout the trip. And then he says, we took a group photo and he posted the photos and he goes, this was the guy that I think maybe something happened. Am I overreacting with the placement of her hand in the photo? Doesn't show up, but do you see her hand?
Yeah.
And here's the photo for everyone right now. I'll show you too. And like just to skim over the story, a little things like, yeah, he was pissed. And then there was a time they were at a store in the daytime shopping, and then he saw her go talk to him. There was very like flirty moments, but when he posts that picture and you see that picture of them,
I mean, I don't even need more information. Like even before the picture, I felt like he's not overreacting.
No, he's not overreacting.
No, he's not. And not in my opinion, he's not overreacting. It's like if you stay back, right? It is weird because these are like two single guys that she doesn't.
Yeah, there's 3 couples and 2 single guys on the whole trip.
And 2 single guys, and like I'm, you don't come with me to do something. You stay back with these 2 single guys. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but maybe this is what you do. Maybe you wasn't up to it. Maybe you ain't feel like it. I don't mind running out and getting food for I'll be back. But then for you to go out and not even send me a simple text like, "Hey, babe,
we're gonna go."
Yeah, hey, babe,
I thought that was weird.
That's
too.
weird.
That's the weird part. Is like the text of saying, "Hey, we're heading out. Meet us when you get back." It's taking too long.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it takes that long to get food, but then taking a while to see you, and then being weird energy when I first met up, and then that picture of. That's so odd. I know it's nothing, but the finger touching the finger is a little strange.
But I think also too, probably what he left out of that is he might be a little bit soft. Like, and by that I mean no woman is going to do that unless she knows she could get away with that.
Yeah, he's soft.
A woman is not doing that if she knows.
I'm not doing that to you.
But I'm saying if she know he a certified crash out, she not about to do that.
Am I a certified crash out?
I don't know.
You want me to be?
If I did something like I'm a crash out. If you did something like that,
I wouldn't crash out. But I don't have the energy. I would just be like, what you're doing is.
No, I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. If I went to get food and you were like, babe, I want to stay behind, and you stay behind with these 2 single chicks, you get what I'm saying? And then y'all went out and you didn't text me that y'all was leaving, and then when I got back, I'm like, where you at? And you like, oh, we just decided to go out. If you could meet us if you want to. Yo, you can meet us if you want to. I know I'm adding stuff to the story, but instead of saying, babe, come meet us. We having a good time. I didn't know this thing was happening. Come meet us.
This is an immature relationship.
Yeah, and then I'm coming to meet you. Exactly. I'm coming to meet you, and then I can't find you, and then you looking at me stupid. You acting cold to me. I'm crashing out.
It's hot when you get mad.
I'm crashing out. And I'm crashing out on them other 2 women too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm crashing out. Somebody gonna say something.
That's the Brooklyn.
Somebody gonna say something.
Is it Brooklyn?
I was born in Brooklyn, but I grew up in Harlem.
Yeah, you got the Brooklyn.
I'm crashing out. Yeah.
So we go to Dantana?
We should.
Split?
Yeah. No. Nah, you gonna have to.
We take a trip and we're traveling together. Are you flying first class and I sit back and coach?
I would probably put you on my reservation if I'm in first class so that you can get the upgrade.
All right, you guys know how we end, right?